Good day, beautiful people. My name is David, and this is Radio NU, powered by BrightFM 98.7 Abuja. This segment is meant to take you beyond the microphone to see what really goes on in the world of radio. I know you've heard the laughters, you've heard the voices, you've heard the music, you've heard the sports, you've heard the news, you've even felt the vibe. But today we're going to be turning the spotlight around, and we're going to be shining it on our OAPs, which is on air personalities. We're going to be shining it on our engineers, our music producers, and even our DGM, you understand, our editors, you're going to be seeing them live on your screen today. This segment is meant to give you an inside look into the radio business, to see the joys, the challenges, and the stories that keep your favorite radio station alive. So stay tuned because it's going to be a wonderful segment you don't want to miss. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. My name remains David, and this is Radio NU, powered by Bright FM 98.7 Abuja. And with me here in the studio today is a wonderful man that I respect so much. I love him for his work and his honesty. Good day to you, sir.
It's a pleasure having me around,
Uh,
Mr. Dave Truth.
Pleasure is all mine, sir.
It's really a pleasure
Mm.
working with you, having a man of timber and caliber like you
Ah,
to work with. He's also one of the social media managers that I respect so much in this world,
I appreciate
and
you, sir.
I have it as a great honor to have worked with you. Where life here today, I'm engineer Ayomide by name,
Okay.
an engineer in a Bright 98.7 FM Abuja here.
Mm.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, the pleasure is all my side. It's really nice. But being an engineer like this now for a radio station, what role do engineers play, like to make sure the radio stays alive on every single day? What's your role as an engineer?
Mm. As an engineer, they are the heartbeat of
Okay.
every what radio station. Because we have why the presenters and all the producers out there, they are the ones that are creating content for our audience to enjoy,
Mm.
for our listeners to enjoy. But one of the greatest work of an engineer is to make sure that all this content gets a reach.
Okay.
You understand? That is
Mm.
number one thing an engineer does in a radio station to get to the reach. Now, another thing is consistency in our work,
Mm.
because you understand it's a daily process,
Yes.
because these people they are producing content on a daily basis. I will also make sure that all these our content we are pushing out there, they are very clear,
Mm.
because that one is one of the greatest things that as an engineer we need to do what to make sure. Well, sometimes we always have our live programs,
Yes.
streamings,
Mm.
and other things. So those are some of the things we do what behind the scene
Mm.
that people out there doesn't see. We make sure that all our content are clear, audible, consistencies in everything we do. Those are some of the
All
things as
right,
an
thank you
engineer we do.
so much for that. That's a well detailed information, and I believe our audience should be glad to hear something like that. But can you describe? No, every day they will say in Nigeria no be Christmas, so there are good days and there are bad days.
Yeah.
So have you had any technical issue that wanted to disrupt the flow of shows on that particular day, and how did you overcome those challenges on that particular day?
Hmm. Like you rightly said,
Mm.
every day no be Christmas. And it's really, 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 you understand?
Yeah.
Because one thing is, no matter how the life is sweet,
Mm.
no matter how you are enjoying the ups, you must also what, enjoy the
Down.
downside of the life itself.
Mm.
It was a very great experience. You understand? So
Yeah.
it was now on a very faithful morning.
Mm.
You understand that one? Now
Mm.
we were about to go live. Now our mixer, one of our mixer, the channel just had to like just what break up.
Mm.
And as an engineer, you just quickly have to think outside the box.
Quickly.
Quick, because if you are not fast in
Mm.
thinking, as an engineer, you must be creative, you must be at alert at
Mm.
every point in time. You must be in your position. You know, so that to easily make sure that if there are anything that is I want to go wrong, immediately you just have to come for it. No, like now, one of the things that really happened that very day was on one of the morning show that our presenter was coming up to the air. Now we want to go and do streaming and every
Yes.
other thing. So now one of the mixer, the channel, the
Mm.
audio line just lost immediately.
So they were talking, but their voices were not
Their
coming out.
voices were not coming out.
Mm.
You understand? And you know, like as an engineer, you just have to quickly find a way
Mm.
so that our audience there will not really know what is going
No.
on. You understand? And you will not distract the person that is the presenter. You will not shift his or her attention. Immediately, I quickly routed the mic. You understand? Through the back manual.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm.
Back manual channel to patch it into what the processor manually, so that at least when you can be talking manually, they are still what? They
Yeah.
can still hear you.
Wow.
You understand? So within that period, within seconds, and we were able to what? To come back online,
Wow.
so that which our audience they never even knew that there was a little problem
In the
in the
studio.
studio. You understand that? So that is what we actually.
All right, that's an amazing experience. I don't think, at that point, if you're not smart enough, you're not quick enough, you might not know what to do at that point, and it can cause a lot of problem.
I'm telling you, sir.
That's why I say I respect the smart so much.
Your pleasure, my God.
Good. All right,
Yeah.
but for real, what's the most satisfying part of your job as an engineer working in Bright FM?
Hmm. You see, as an engineer,
Mm,
hmm, you see, it's one of the greatest rewarding feeling
mm,
that anyone could have.
okay.
Because number one, it's a privilege and an opportunity
Mm,
for us to have served in Bright FM as an engineer,
mm,
and which I did take for granted.
mm,
You understand? So now, mostly one of the greatest fulfilling part of it is knowing that you have millions of people,
mm,
thousands of people listening, tuning to the station,
mm,
hearing the products you are giving to them,
mm.
and they are enjoying your services on daily basis. Calls are coming in, you understand?
Yeah.
Giving their contributions, telling the producers, the the presenters, this is my opinion. You understand? Interacting everywhere will become life. You understand?
Yeah.
It's really a fulfilling moment
Wow.
as an engineer, giving the brand the best of its kind.
Wow. Well, that is quite fulfilling, I would say. But if let's say, normally in school days, we always had this excursion. They'll say, okay, let's go to so and so place so you can see what really goes on behind the scene and
Mm.
every other thing. So if like people who are a fan of engineering work, they come, or people that are skeptical, they come to Bright FM and say they want to see the engineering part of the office. What do you think would be the most surprising thing that they will see? I'll be like, wow, I didn't know that this is how things are being done.
Mm. You know, one of the things that, especially like the excursion you say,
Mm.
see one, you know, when you stream
Yes.
and people out there sees the screen,
Yes.
the output, but they don't see the back end.
Mm.
Now, number one, you try to first of all see the structure of your control room.
Mm.
You understand? The structure of your control room is one of the amazing things that when they come in to see,
Mm.
they like. Now, number two, because as an engineer, you must make sure you check your signals
Mm.
to really know if your sounds are well, the frequencies, your transmitter, and everything. So all these are things that they don't get to see
Mm.
because there are so many manipulation, multitasking that are going on behind the scene.
Yes.
So the multitasking part of it is one of the exciting thing
Hmm.
that when they come, they will see.
All right. Thank you so much. You've heard from the horse's mouth himself, and he has been able to break down how it feels to be an engineer working for a radio station. So all the aspiring engineers that are, they want to go into the radio business, these are the things that you might likely see, you might likely encounter. So be prepared. It's a good job, and it's also nice to see somebody that is well diligent in their work,
Hmm.
and it's a good example to every young engineer out there. So I appreciate you, sir, for being here with
It's a
me today.
pleasure. Thank you very
All right, we're gonna go on a break right now. When we come back, we're gonna be having a discussion with we're gonna be having a discussion with our news editor. Don't touch that down.